But now when you look at the activities of the exploration, by exploration, simply we mean the miners are supposed to find whether there is a mineral in this place which is required or not. But in actual sense, what they are doing is mining, not exploration. They are mining. By the time they go to get a license for mining, they have extracted all the minerals. Therefore, I totally agree that those who are found doing exploration to the extent of mining, their licenses must be revoked. Two, Right Honourable Speaker, I saw a figure in the National Forest Authority, which has 1.56 billion for resurveying and demarcation of forest boundaries. Right Honourable Speaker, almost all forest in Uganda has challenges in terms of encroachment, in terms of complaint within the communities where settlement is supposed to stop and where the forest stops. I don't know if, through the chair, if what we have is enough to undertake these activities, because our belief is all national forest and forest reserve must be resurveyed and clearly demarcated. So we don't know if this money will be enough. We agree with them, we can give them this money, but they should also be open to us, because why must we create problem instead of solving this? If there are no encroachment in this forest here, will the name official have, National Forest Authority has no duty to perform in this country? Because they are saying people are encroaching, again they will want to go and enforce. Why are you saying somebody first settle and you do enforcement later? Let's demarcate so that we avoid issues to do with the encroachment. I thank you, Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you, Dr. Noah Akifeza Rebyambu.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honourable Speaker, I want to join my colleagues to thank the chairperson of the committee and the committee. I want to comment on counterpart funding for government projects. Right Honourable Speaker, this is a problem with almost all the government projects. Recently, we had similar problems with the NITA-U for the backbone infrastructure project. They only needed 4 billion, but this could not be provided. The same thing is happening with the roads, and now we are seeing it with energy. We have about 345.5 billion, which is locked because the government cannot provide 21 billion. Yes. And we know this money is from external sources. We are borrowed, they are loans, and we are paying interest on them. It is therefore important that we should be able to deliver on this project. I wanted to propose, Right Honourable Speaker, this House should really consider, in subsequent borrowings, governments should demonstrate and commit that any counterpart funding which is required for any project, that they will provide that money, and should take one call on a government budget or priorities. Because if, for example, with energy, if we implement the energy scale-up project and we start using it, definitely this is going to raise resources for government. And it will change people's life, and we'll be able to raise additional money for paying the loans or for funding other government programs. Right now, secondly, I want to comment on the issue of areas for National Water and Sewage Corporation. I think government agents have this habit of not paying utilities. The same thing has been happening with the internet. NITA-U has been struggling with the government agencies because they are not paying internet, until they decided that this should be deducted at source. I want to agree with you, Right Honourable Speaker, your proposal that for utilities like water, these MDAs, their money should be deducted from source, so that National Water and Sewerage Corporations can raise the funds to implement its programs. Lastly, I want to talk about the issue of repairs or boreholes in rural areas. I think Minister needs to tell us whether districts really do get some resources to repair boreholes. In my constituency, I'm overwhelmed with repairing boreholes. You know? And my constituency is one of the constituencies which is having low water coverage in the district. And the Koboko district generally has about 62% water coverage. And this is only in a few sub-counties. And some counties have really very low coverage of water. So Minister needs to explain whether districts really do get some resources to repair boreholes, because we also need to address the mismanagement at the level of the districts. Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you, Honourable Grace, Honourable Rebyambu, Honourable Morino, sir.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. I want to commend the committee for the good report. Mine will be on power. In Kisoro, where I come from, we have situations where power was brought. We have had rich areas, but the poles were passed far away and in very high voltage. We did not get transformers to get this power to people. So there's that situation where we have power lines that are not serving people. We will remember that Kisoro is a tourism area. We have 5-star hotels. We have hotels that host a lot of tourists, but most of these hotels do not have water. The same applies to power and water. You'll find these hotels don't have water and they're using rain harvested water. So please consider Kisoro as you do the budgeting. Thank you so much. And also for NFA, I will also side with recommendation that they are given this the money for afforestation, because it has not been happening. It was there, but they stopped it. We need this money to afforestate Uganda because the environment has to be saved. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Right Honourable Speaker. I also want to thank the Chair and the committee for the good report. Right Honourable Speaker, I want to begin by supporting your idea of paying bills from the source. I sit on Parliamentary Health Committee, and during the time of budget framework paper and ministerial policy statements, all regional referral hospitals had water bills of over 500 million, save for other entities that I don't sit on the committees. So saving that and paying bills from the source, I think will solve a lot of problems. Right Honourable Speaker, in the wake of the drying up of rivalries in Mbarara, Mbarara City and Mbarara District residents have really suffered the shortage of water. And especially public entities like facilities. With Wera Health Center for some times, people, especially women, who have come to give birth are told to come with their own water. Our hopes have been with Kagera Water Project. May I know from the Chair and the Minister of Water and Environment how far Kagera Water Project has gone? Right Honourable Speaker, when it comes to distribution and extension of rural water, we are looking at equity but also priority of areas which dry so fast, like the cattle corridor areas where Kashari falls. I would request that we look into that when we are giving priority to areas in extension of rural water. Lastly, I want to support Honourable Taylor with the issue of solving water problem, like the way we solved the roads problem by providing at least 1 billion for power, for electricity, for every district. I beg to submit.
Thank you. Honourable Sormoril. Honourable Rinda. Honourable Net, Honourable Kunjiri, Honourable Betty.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. For us, for the cities, we all have one alternative source to water, that is tap water. Because boreholes and dams, according to the policy of national water, does not apply for the cities. In the event where there is no water completely, we are disadvantaged. What plans do you have for us as the Ministry of Water? Secondly, Right Honourable Speaker, I expected this committee to also capture. We have 3 people from Arua City who vacated their own land for the airfield. Until date, they have never been compensated, and they are still expecting. The others were, but the 3 up to date, they have never been compensated.
For what project?
For the airfield. The land, they gave their land.
That's physical infrastructure, Honourable. You will raise it.
Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, Arua City and West Nile at large needs more feeders from UETCL substation in Muni. Because right now we only have one line that is connecting from Arua City up to Moyo. On Saturday, there's a truck that knocked one of the lines, and the entire city, West Nile actually went black for 3 hours. That means businesses in Arua City and also referral hospitals came to stand still. So I request that as we budget, we need more money such that we can have more feeders to UECL. Last, Right Honorable Speaker, West Nile now has reliable power. We thank the government of NRM. We now have power, but we need mechanism of how they can now attract industries in that region. Since we are battling with unemployment, we need government to have that mechanism for the people of West Nile. I thank you, Right Honorable.
Thank you, Honorable Rinda Irene, Honorable Neti Mugisa, Honorable Dr.